All right, thanks for staying with us. It's time now to take a look at stories making headlines on Nigerian newspapers. And I begin with the Daily Trust. It says, bandits abduct 46 in Katsina villages, attack students, worshippers, children amongst victims. You find the details on the front page of the Daily Trust. Bandits abduct 46 in Katsina villages, attacks imam, others wounded. Kidnappers demand new naira notes for ransom. We've rescued 4, chasing the attackers. Police reacting to that development in Katsina. You find all the details on the front page of the Daily Trust. To the Blueprint newspaper now. Terrorists shoot, wound imam, abduct 13 in Katsina mosque. Police rescue 6 on the trail of suspects. Gunmen nabbed at Mina, residence of APC senator, and deadly Boko Haram commanders Rugurugu surrenders. You find all the details on the front page of the Blueprint. We move now to the front page of the Daily Times. Security, education, key to poverty reduction, says Atiku, Obi, Kwankwaso, as Tinubu again shuns the presidential debate series. Details on the front page of the Daily Times. To the leadership newspaper now. At a Rise EV town hall, Atiku, Obi, Kwankwaso denounced poverty rate in Nigeria. Identify insecurity as major cause. Roll out plans for education, health sectors. On the front page of the Nigerian News Direct, 2023 election, P2B to adopt a public-private partnership for power supply others. P2B to adopt public-private partnership for power supply others. And on the front page of the First News newspaper, how governors began to steal local government funds. Atiku speaking. How governors began to steal local government funds. Atiku says the governors in 1999 protested direct transfer of funds to councils. You find all of the details on the front page of the First News newspaper. Kemi.
This Nigeria is next, leading with the report about 6 senatorial districts set to be shut out of the National Assembly since March, with 3 senators resigning and 3 others in jail. That's the big story on the front page of this Nigeria. Let's check out national economy next, leading with what it calls 4 trillion naira annual loss. Escalating illegal mining thrives, it says, amid Nigeria's dwindling revenue. This despite government's efforts. Criminals also continuing with economic sabotage. That's on the national economy. Let's see the Punch now. Bauchi Gombe fight over new oil wells. That's the Punch now saying Bauchi Gombe fight over new oil wells. The big story there in the Punch. And the Nation is next. Depot price hits 225 naira per litre as petrol scarcity persists. Of course, this continues to be a burning issue with many Nigerians badly affected. Let's see Abuja Inquirer now saying water scarcity hits parts of the Federal Capital Territory. I quickly head to Daily Independent now saying that fake insurance updates, low penetration cripples sector growth. Once again, fake insurance updates, low penetration cripples sector growth. That's according to the Daily Independent, where you'll see more details there. And finally is Business Day saying Nollywood grabs global attention as film school investments surge. Veronica.
All right, let's look at the story talking about security issues on the front page of the Daily Trust and on the Blueprint. We see that bandits abducted about 46 persons. If you're looking at the report on the front page of the Daily Trust, from villages in Katsina, and the attacks happened, I think some in the mosque where some persons were abducted, an imam was shot. And then we have student worshippers, children among victims of those who were kidnapped. And this is, quite concerning, because when you look at the report on the front page of the blueprints, I think it broke it down saying that the gunmen are asking for the ransom in the new Naira notes. And that is quite concerning, because recently the CBN governor said why it is changing or redesigning the Naira was because to address issues of insecurity, and we are seeing the demands being made by these persons now.
Talking about the Naira notes first, this was one of the issues I raised about this Naira notes. That you are trying to create an advanced economy policy, in a developing economy. The infrastructure of an economy in which the informal sector is so large that if you change the money, you can have them in the vaults today, but they are going back to where they are coming from.
Right.
And that's what is going to happen. Oh, you want to get the bandits out of it? Now they are saying, we want these things in new notes. In other words, until you start dishing out the new notes, these people are going to be in our custody, because the new notes are not really out and about yet. So we see the complications. Sometimes when you make policies, you also understand that you're not the only one thinking. That's it. Then this issue of kidnap is really sad, because we thought that our people had gotten a grip of it, because for some months now the level of attack has already tamped down.
Right.
And some of the bandits have been away and been on the run in places like Zamfara, Kaduna, and so on. Well, one could also say that when you have a situation like this, there could be mistakes, there could be moments of lapses in security, and when you have things like that, things like this could happen. Maybe they have not paid attention to the Katsina end the way they have paid attention to Zamfara and places like Borno and Yobe and Kaduna, and so on. Maybe they need to go to Katsina, because Katsina is also on the border, and so on, so people can move from across the border and come into Nigeria. Well, this is sad, and it's also a paradox that today that the Kaduna Abuja rail will be resuming, that these things should be happening as if to say, wait till this thing is not over yet. And they said that this thing is not going to be at night. My own concern with the rail decision is, have we taken care of the security aspect of it? Because there was this issue, this Federal Executive Council, about surveillance, architecture, security of security posts along the board, along the rail tracks, and so on. They've not told us details about that. That makes me a little worried. But it's a moral victory, and we'll know whether Nigerians have the fortitude to move in these trains.
Of course, they have no choice. Some would say they have no choice, because that route, people still have to apply that route, whether security is put in place or not, because they will have one business or the other to do at both ends, be it Abuja or Kaduna.
It's a really critical route, interstate, by the way, of course, adjoining the Federal Capital Territory. So hence all the importance. On the Katsina attack, what also worries me has been, the issue of all these mass kidnaps casualty figures, or, figures we never ever get, like an accurate number. According to the police, they're saying it may not be as high as it's been reported, because the reports they are getting is still going to 20. But even as it is, 1, 5, 10 is still worrying.
It's a number.
And the Minister of Transport had already said, but Sam is right, we really need more details about the security arrangement. They say there are cameras installed. They say the drivers of the trains can see far ahead and have a way to reverse, so backtrack if they see any
but what is
danger.
critical is the safety of the people
all.
on
Well,
board
of course,
the
police
train.
is also saying that they are ready and on top of their game to assure everyone that the route is safer than before. We hope that it will not be otherwise.
We can only keep hoping.